So this is our art studio, and the story of this place is a little complex. It first was a farm shed that our dad built probably about 20 years ago. When he died, it was full of his old tools. It was rotting in the weather. He never built walls on it, so it was a bit of a mess. So almost 10 years ago, we started the first renovation, which was this side of the shed, which we turned into a little art studio that protected the shed from the weather. We built walls, which was nice. And the rest of the shed stayed as a shed protecting the tools, and at that time it was mostly a donkey shed. Then we both moved home about 5 years ago, and it was getting pretty cramped with all of our creative hobbies in the one little space. I was sewing out in the shed with the goats, and they would eat all of my fabric. It was such a mess, so we decided to extend the studio out this way. And with the help from our uncle, we built this space, and it was perfect. It was so beautiful. But then after a few years of record-breaking rain, the wall to the south became pretty wet, pretty moldy, and it actually had mushrooms growing on the inside of it. It was not ideal, so we realized that it was time that we had to renovate again. This was the first time that I got to really understand building, and I did a big percentage of the work all on my own. I built a wall, and then I built another wall, and we put windows in, and we restored them from scratch. It was all glowing, and that brings us to now. We're super happy with this place and we love it, but maybe we've realized that along the way of renovation and then another renovation and then another renovation, some spaces could flow better. There's a lot of doorways. There's this doorway and this doorway. There's this doorway. There's this one and this one, which is maybe my most favorite. And then there's this one, which is maybe my least favorite. So getting from one space to another can be a bit of a maze. So I'm putting another doorway in. I'm gonna put one in right here, but then I'm gonna close up a few of the other doorways, and I think it's all gonna flow a lot better. So my first job is to demolish this wall, and of course I'm using all my dad's old tools that were once stored in this shed and I once had no idea how to use. And ironically, in the process of turning the shed into an art studio, I learned how to build, and now I'm kind of like, should I have kept it a shed? Hi. Hello. Hello. I of course want to try to keep everything kind of intact so I can reuse the building materials and make use of them, but it might be harder than I thought. You're helping. That is so satisfying. Pulling a nail out, I feel so strong. So I guess the main reason that I'm doing this renovation is actually because I want to do it as a little kind of surprise for my sister. My sister's been especially sick for these last few months, and she just had surgery a few weeks ago, so she's in full recovery mode. So she's not creating at the moment, but normally she's making these big, beautiful paintings all the time. And so I want her to, when she's well enough, be able to just come here and be so inspired by the place. I just want it to be glowing for her. So it's kind of a secret. I mean, she knows what I'm doing, but she doesn't know kind of the extent of what I'm doing here. And I'm not allowing her to see it until I'm finished. So I'm excited to show her when I'm finished. I also wanted to thank everyone so much who bought a print from Julia. She was so thankful to see all of her art get out into the world and just imagining it hanging in all of your homes. So thank you so much for that. And the print store is still open, so if you haven't already, you can buy prints there, and they're amazing fine art quality. You can buy them framed or unframed, and you can have a little piece of Julia hanging in your home. Now it's time to get rid of the bog board. Hi. Oh, sorry, did I always get you? Thank you. My problem is that it's obviously tight on the bottom, tight on the top, and then it's also, I've been glued and biscuited over there, so it won't come out. No matter how hard I try. I think this is the solution. I'm gonna cut through the wall so that it stops sticking. Also, the rain has hit, so it's kind of cozy in here. Just got so heavy, and it's the perfect moment because I think the drama is about to happen. I think that I'm about to get this wall out.
So as I'm building, you may have noticed these bottles that have just been stored here, and I forgot about them. They've just been in the corner of the shed, hidden by junk until I cleared it all out to build. And this is our dad's old homebrew. He used to make homebrew beer, and this has been sitting there for probably 20 years. I'm kind of intrigued. Should I taste it, or is that dangerous? I want to know what it tastes like. Apparently he used to make like kiwi wine and all of these like different alcoholic beverages from all of the fruit on the farm. He had a still, and so I've been always really intrigued to try it, and I didn't know there was any left. I kind of want to taste it. I wonder if as a celebration at the end of the build, me and Julia can have a little taste of the homebrew.
This is gonna look so good. I'm really excited. It's all coming into place now, and I'm really keen to see how it works out. I'll show you from the other side as well. It's really beautiful. These doors I collected for free, so they're a bit rough, but they're so cute and I love the color. So I'm gonna do them up, and I'm gonna try to keep all of the color, and I'll just have to replace the glass because it's very breakable, and maybe do a varnish over the top in case it's lead paint. My next job, I have to frame up the doorway, so I'm gonna have to get some timber, but after that, there's not that much to do. This is gonna be pretty easy, I think. So I've been sleeping here while I'm renovating, and that's why I'm so excited to introduce the sponsor of this week's video, DJI. This place is completely off-grid, so there's no phone reception, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no insulation that keeps the outside from coming in, so there's a lot of snakes. There was one right here on the veranda yesterday. It's a lot, and it's almost like a forced digital detox when I'm here, which I kind of love a lot of the time, but sometimes it gets a little bit too much. But with the DJI Power 1000 Mini, I feel like I'm able to just live a bit more luxuriously. It's so lightweight. It's actually the industry's smallest 1 kilowatt unit, so it means that I can carry it with one hand, and it's no heavier than carrying a water container, so I take it with me everywhere. It means that I can power on lamps when it starts to get dark at night. It means I can charge my power tools for tomorrow's job, but it also has a 1000 watt max output, so it can power select 1200 watt appliances like an electric kettle or an electric mixer. So I can cook whatever I want here. It also has a direct port which you can plug straight into the drone battery hub, so it can go from 10% to 95% in just 30 minutes. So when I accidentally leave all of my drone batteries on flat, I can quickly charge them up, and I can still capture the last light on the mountains or the beautiful mist in the morning and share it with you guys. You can charge the power box at the wall outlet, or with your car charger, or with a solar panel, so there's lots of options. And my favorite thing about it is it has this retractable design. So this is a USB-C, and it comes out and you can charge whatever you need, and it just doesn't make your workspace all messy. And then when you're done with it, you just put it back in, and it's so neat. I reckon that's gonna come in handy when I'm camping or when I'm road tripping especially. And it also has this light which you can dim or brighten depending on what you want the mood to be, which I think is really good. When I'm camping, I always like golden light, but sometimes you need bright light for different things, so I think that's gonna be really handy. You can check out the links in our description to learn more. These look so good here, but I'm gonna move them out for now because I need to replace the glass before they actually go in. The glass at the moment is threatening to fall out any second. So today I'm going to try to frame up the doorway, and I've never framed a doorway before, so I'm pretty excited and pretty scared. I don't know if I know how to do it, but I think I'll find out along the way. So the first step is to pull out this old framing, and I'm going to move it all backwards. I think I'm not going to have to use any new materials in this whole build. It's all going to be secondhand things, or just things that were already in the build. Yes! So we've been finding so much old junk just stashed away in the shed, and my mum said that this suitcase is probably my grandmother's from the 50s or 60s. I have no idea what's in it. There's often, when you get a box down from a shed like this, there's often a snake in it, so I'm a bit scared about that, but I think it'll be okay. I found a snake skin before with no snake, so. Hello, snake. Oh, if there is a snake, it's gonna be angry. There's nothing in it. There's some hornet's nests. wrecking bar is my favorite tool ever. I feel so strong and powerful. Leverage. Yay! So easy! So my next step is to cut away this little doorway thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's in the way because it was here from when it was a doorway before it wasn't a doorway, and now it's going to be a doorway again, but it's too small a doorway and it needs to be a bigger doorway, if that makes sense. So I'm going to firstly try to cut it away with this tool, which I call nyut nyut because I don't know its real name and it's the noise that it makes. Nyut nyut nyut. So I'm just going to try it with this, and if it doesn't work then I can take this whole board out and replace it. But I thought it's worth a try to see if I can do it neatly. And if I can't, then I'll redo it. I've had a long, hard think about it, and I think what I was doing was silly because it's going to be pretty messy because the floor of this place stops here. So I think I should take this whole board out, which was what I was going to do if it didn't work, but stuff trying to find out if it's going to work or not. I think I should just do it because I have spare floorboards. So then I could just put a beautiful, nice floorboard in there and it would be neat. And I need to learn to do things neatly the first go. Not the easiest way, the neatest way. Oh my gosh, I need to learn to do things safely as well. Back to my favorite tool, the wrecking bar. Woo! Yes! Look what I found. I think this is like a doorway thing. I'm gonna assume it is. It looks like it. It's gonna be cute. So I'm just gonna chop this to size and then squish it in there. So one of the goals of this little mini reno is that it clears up this space. This is like our workshop space, but at the moment it just like stores so much junk that we've collected from mostly like the rubbish tip over the years, and we've thought, oh, we could use this one day, and then we don't use it. And so the plan is to clear out this space and actually use it as a workshop. So when we were first nailing this floor down originally, I was so bad at nailing that I had to give up, and our uncle did all of it basically because it took me so long. So this is hopefully my redemption, but it's probably just gonna prove how bad I am again. Okay. No. Is that I want to know the curve of this beam so that I can sit this in there and then nail it up into the beam. So I'm going to try to trace it. No. I'm going to make some big bangs now. You might not want to be around. Clover does this thing where he's hiding in the grass and he thinks that no one else can see him, and it's so cute. I've been thinking about this doorway for way too long and procrastinating, and it's time that I just do it, and if it doesn't work then I'll redo it. You just gotta do things sometimes. Can't always keep thinking. So the next step is to move this whole bookshelf, which is going to be pretty heavy, and I'm kind of sad because I love it here so much, but it'll be beautiful where it goes to. That's so heavy. I just need to move it a tiny bit. Just a few centimeters. Oh, it's screwed in. Yay! Oh, I got my back. Okay. Okay, that'll do for now. That's all I need. Ow, ow. Oh my god. I am strong. I can do things. These are affirmations that are true. Getting close now. So before I started this, me and my mum were talking and she was saying that, you know, when you make a bottom plate, you make it go the whole way and then you cut out the door. And I was like, that's so silly, that's such a waste of timber. I'll just cut it out and then do it up, so not have this bit. And then I've just realized that there's definitely a reason that they do that, and that's so that it all lines up. And now I have to try to line it up without understanding which direction it's actually going. So always listen to what your mum says. So I'm kind of realizing I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what order you're supposed to build a wall in, but I'm just kind of going for it. So I've got to the stage where I can't move on without buying more timber. So next thing, I'm going to move this out of the way so I can really see what it looks like with a doorway here. I'm going to finish this wall today. I'm going to do it super quick. I've decided that I want to use this door that I found secondhand, and it was really cheap. It was like $50 for 4 of them. And I thought it might work for paneling because I don't have any more of this panel left, but I thought it kind of matches. So I think that's a really good idea, and I'm going to put it in here. And I think it'll look similar, and I'm excited. I just need to kind of patch this up so that it fits because it's a bit too small. So I'm going to put 2 studs and then it'll fit, but I think it'll work. Ta-da! I finished the wall. I'm so excited. I'm very proud. It looks great. It's very sturdy. Look at this. My next step is that I need to hang the doors, but before that I need to refurbish them. So that's what I'm going to get up to next week. I'm excited about this project. It already makes the space feel so much bigger. I just like having them separate. The doors here are going to be so cute. It's all a bit chaotic. There's furniture everywhere, but this is what it looks like from the other side, and I love it. Oh, I'm really happy with this. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our patrons, and I'll see you next week when I do up the doors.